Welcome to Fire Takes Podcast. We are here live at Fincon, Gwen and I, sitting on a windowsill overlooking the picturesque
Portland skyline.
Portland downtown.
Portland, Oregon, not Portland, Maine.
Oh, yeah.
There are two Portlands.
I've been hearing
of two cities.
I've been hearing so much about Portland, Maine. I think one of my stand-up podcast consumers, they're talking about like being in Portland, Maine, and every time they say it, it throws me off just a little bit because, like, to me, there's just that one Portland.
See, now it's funny because I have friends that live in Portland, Maine, and I've been to Portland, Maine twice. I have not been to Portland, Oregon. So when people say Portland, I'm like, oh yeah.
You're thinking Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it's the balance. That's a balance in our relationship.
Yin and yang.
You're the
Maine, Oregon.
Maine and Oregon. All right, enough about Portland at the concept. How are you enjoying Fincon?
Oh, I'm having a really good time. So many of my friends are here that I only get to see once a year at Fincon. Yeah. So it's delightful to hang out with them, and I've been learning a lot of really great things at the presentations, and there's a creator fair, so you can meet with brands and talk to them about what they've got going on, and I think we've seen some really cool products and some really cool ideas, and maybe even sparked an idea about my next chapter.
Oh, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
This is your second Fincon.
Yes, it is. And one thing that surprised me is how many people I've seen that this is the second time I've seen them, right? Because they felt like, oh, these are, people in the finance community. They're the people I see 3 times a year. Nope, just once. They're Fincon people and only Fincon people. So it is kind of, it's interesting to reconnect with all those people. There's been so many interesting AI topics here. I know you are concerned about the water usage of AI, and we've had a lot of discussions about this.
Although I don't drink water. I don't like people I don't like other people using water.
So the one thing I heard recently that maybe it helps you is that, like, when you compare a conversation with AI to, say, like a cheeseburger, right? Like, the water cost of making a cheeseburger is like 3,000 hours of AI conversation. And I don't see you passing up on cheeseburgers.
I had one last night for dinner, actually. I love me some cows. So that is a good way to frame AI usage, although maybe we should talk more about the ecological impacts of cheeseburgers as well. Maybe that could be a future conversation offline.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mean for you to have to turn me into a vegan. That wasn't the point of the conversation, or where I was trying to take that.
So where are you trying to take this conversation? What are we talking about today?
Well, why don't we give some takes on some stories? What do you say?
Some hot takes?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
This first one is from Am I Overreacting? And it says, am I overreacting for refusing to co-sign my husband's 35 male dream truck loan when he still owes me $8,000 from my inheritance? I, 33 female, got a modest inheritance when my grandma passed last year. I used $8,000 of it to bail my husband out of some credit card debt. We agreed he'd pay me back over time, no pressure, but so far I've gotten $0. Yesterday, he came home all excited about a new truck, $55,000, and asked me to co-sign because his credit isn't great. I said no because, 1, he hasn't even started paying me back, and 2, we just bought new appliances and we're saving for a house. He blew up and said I was holding money over his head and not supporting his dreams. He even threw in that a wife should back her husband no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah. See, listen, babe. I told him flat out, until I see him make an effort to pay me back, I'm not co-signing anything. Now he's barely speaking to me, and my mother-in-law texted me that I'm emasculating him.
Oh, Mommy.
Poor baby. I feel guilty because I know he wants this truck badly, but I also feel like I'd be an idiot to to sign. Am I overreacting?
Girl, I think if anything, she's probably underreacting.
She's underreacting.
To a lot of things, actually, because we got patriarchal bullshit in there. We've got mommy issues.
Yeah, mommy issues. Yeah, there's
multifaceted underreaction happening here. Ooh.
Yeah, no, it is. It's got it's kind of like an ogre. This underreaction. It's got layers.
Like a cake or an onion. So.
It's the parfait.
So her grandma died.
Right.
And she got an inheritance.
Right.
That's legally her money.
Sure.
Well, now she has mixed that money into marital funds.
Sure. Right.
But also, I picked up on the bail my husband out of credit card debt.
Yeah, that is an interesting wording.
Bailed him out. He was in a spot that he couldn't get out of, and so she rescued him. She bailed him out. And that it probably wasn't the first time.
Uh-huh.
And this guy's probably like, well, it's not going to be the last time either. Of course she bailed me out all these times before for $8,000. Why not $55,000 this time? Let's see where I can go with this.
But he's just asking her to co-sign, so that's not giving him money, right?
Yeah, totally not. Until, all of a sudden I don't have money to pay for this. Why? You can cover it this time, right?
No. Yeah, no. Co-signing is agreeing to buy for them. Like, if the bank wants someone to co-sign, it's because the bank realizes
they're not a great customer.
Yeah,
they're not going to get
the money from that person. So, and I don't know. We heard someone who was talking about the fact that the one good thing that banks are at is getting their money back.
And we were talking to somebody yesterday here at Fincon, and banks come up as they do often when we talk about money, specifically with me for various reasons. And they said, one thing that traditional banking is really good at is underwriting, because it's a manual process. They're very thorough because they want to get their money back, and they're honed this process to an art, and they usually get their money back.
Right. So if they're saying we're not going to get our money back from this guy, we need to find someone who's going to give us our money. If you are that sucker, you are paying for the purchase.
So it sounds like they don't have a joint money goal in mind.
Right.
Right? They are trying to save for a house. They just bought new appliances, and he's all like, give me twuck. I want twuck.
I want twuck.
I want twuck. And is throwing a huge fit about it to mommy.
Yeah. And once again, I'd like to remind our audience, when we're in a normie subreddit, right? This is Am I Overreacting? This isn't FIRE. This isn't even personal finance or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, these are people out here doing their best thinking about finances only when really bad behavior comes up, like, I want twuck, I want twuck.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would be very curious to see where his money is going. Does he have money, good money coming in? Why doesn't he have money? Why doesn't he respect his wife enough to pay back the loan that he got?
Right.
For this credit card debt. Why was he overspending in the first place that he couldn't pay that back?
Right. Yeah. So, like, how did he get himself into the credit card debt?
Yeah.
This is a significant mismatch in their, in their financial life, right? And not to harp on anything, but here she is talking to Reddit, right? My guess is that they don't have a lot of good money conversations, and they are just fundamentally mismatched on their money goals, their money, their upbringing, their money history, their money their money future, right? And this is, it's not.
Seems like he doesn't handle being told no well.
Right.
I wonder how often he's been told no in the past.
Right. Certainly not by his mother. That might emasculate him.
Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid.
Heaven forbid her baby not get it.
So the top comment says, so basically he has a dream truck that he can't afford. Theoretically, you are trying to buy a house, but his actions say otherwise. He will be pumping every spare dollar into the truck he can't afford while continuing to ignore his debt to you and the house plans. Definitely don't co-sign his financial irresponsibility. This is the time to get on the same page with money.
Yeah. No, right. I mean, wherever you are in your relationship, if you're not on the same page about money, you're at the right time to get on the same page about money,
Yep.
right? Like it is, it is planting a tree, right? Best time to do it. It was 20 years ago.
Second best time is right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. There's
Let's plant that tree.
There's a really, really long comment that I'm not going to get into and break it down, but it's basically a commenter saying, "Hey, OP, I was you, and I had a husband like that, and let me tell you, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
He's going to drag
Spoiler
you down to his
alert.
level.
Yeah.
So if you might be able to change him, but you're probably not going to. And at this point, you need to take a long, hard look at your relationship and where you want to go for the rest of your life."
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that's very valuable. She's not going to listen, probably.
Right. No.
But
We very rarely, when the ghost of Christmas Future comes to visit us, unless we've been visited by the other two ghosts, it's tough to take the wisdom.
Yep. And hey, I am throwing stones from glass houses here because
Sure.
do I listen all the time? No.
No. And nobody does, right? Which is some of what makes this fun. What makes our conversations fun, right? Is we get to just huck stones at these glass houses of people of people making horrible decisions.
We're not shattering glass ceilings over here.
No. Yeah, we tried for 35 years to shatter the glass ceiling, and we're like, nope, it's not for us. Maybe the house.
Well, speaking of houses.
Oh, yeah? We got a house story?
We do have another house story. This one from the Am I the Asshole subreddit. Am I the asshole for insisting we buy my family's house instead of starting from scratch? My partner and I are planning to buy a home in the next year or so. My family owns a house that I could buy significantly below market value, which is approximately $100,000 less, with solar panels, new heating systems, and no urgent renovation needs. It's spacious, has a garden, and would require minimal monthly expenses compared to most other options. She, however, is emotionally opposed to the idea, not because of the house itself, but because it belongs to my family. We all have a very good and healthy relationship. She says it wouldn't feel like her home, that she'd feel like she's living in someone else's life, and that even a full renovation wouldn't solve that. She wants to start from zero, ideally buying an apartment, likely smaller, more expensive over time, no garden, older infrastructure, with no history tied to either of us. I've tried offering compromise, full freedom to renovate, symbolic attachment from the family, they'd have no say in anything, etc. Still, she says it would feel like giving up her sense of independence. She'd rather rent or spend more on a less optimal place just to have something that feels like ours from day one. I understand emotional attachment matters, but it feels like I'm being asked to ignore a rare and stable opportunity because of a symbolic rejection of anything tied to my past. I'm not trying to force her, just hoping she'd meet me halfway, but all signs point to this being a deal breaker for her. Has anyone dealt with something similar? Is this an irreconcilable values difference, or is there a way to make this work?
That is interesting. I mean, it is, sounds like she's kind of put a stake in the ground and said, do not cross, set a boundary. So when your partner does that, right, when your partner sets a boundary.
An ultimatum.
And it is unreasonable. Like, my take on this is it's an unreasonable, especially in this economy, if you are offered a hand up and all we've got really going for young people in this economy is advantages coming from family, right? There is definitely a tale of two worlds in the economy right now. It's people who got help and people who didn't.
And a small set of people who got lucky with timing or whatever other reason.
Yeah. So, the people with the 3% mortgages or the people with the 7% mortgages, right? And if you can get on the right side of that coin, why would you pass that up, right? So he calls out everyone in the family has a healthy relationship and it's all great. Do you buy that? I don't buy that, right? There's got to be something under the surface of why would she give away this opportunity unless she knows her mother-in-law is going to be a problem?
Yeah. Is there some other family dynamic in play here that might
Yeah.
cause the partner to feel very hesitant about
Right.
this. Are we falling victim to OP's bias of the unreliable narrator?
My mother
right?
is delightful.
Yeah, no, they would stay out of it completely, and it's like, oh, we need to leave her a bedroom, because she's going to continue living here, kind of thing.
Right.
Which we have seen in the past.
Yeah.
And could be a very convenient fact that that's left out.
And it's, it once again gets back to talk to your partner, right? Like, what is that issue? What's the uncomfortable part of this conversation that they're not having, right?
Yeah.
So the wife is avoiding the burying the lead.
They are not married.
Oh.
Edit. Wow, thanks for everyone chiming in. Lots to think about. I understand I left some important details, too. I understand I left out. We're not married, but we're headed that way, but not yet proposed. We've been together for 8 years. No other issues in the relationship. She's the person I'll be spending my life with. They're not married. They owe each other nothing, and they've been together for 8 years. Now, we don't know how old either of them are, right? OP
Maybe
has
they're
left that out.
28?
So, is there a gap here in age? And, there's more to this story that we don't know that's causing the actual problem, that's manifesting in this argument. That this is not the underlying issue, right? There's something deeper going on here.
It is surprising whenever people write out, sometimes people write out the issues and they're like, and it's almost the most enticing stories, right? Because it's like, oh wow, this headline seems outrageous, but then you read the story and you're like, that's not outrageous. That's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on. I mean, they've been dating for 8 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also advice to the girlfriend, honey.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. So I'm reading through the comments, and OP has left out actually probably
even
some
more significant details?
Yeah. OP, I think you've left out vital information that you and your partner are not married, but probably will be in future, as well as the fact that you cannot afford it without her. You made it sound like this is the wisest, most financially responsible option, a rare and stable opportunity, but it isn't even possible for you on your own. You don't get to dictate what is most financially responsible for someone else to do with their money. If you can't afford it on your own and she doesn't want it, it is not a viable option for you, especially considering your finances aren't legally tied together. If you want the house, maybe consider asking someone other than your girlfriend for help. If you want to move in together, you'll have to compromise on what that looks like. No assholes here.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Man, the Reddit detectives, they are gnarly.
I mean, we had a sense that something was being left out here,
dude,
right?
That guy just dissolved this whole thing.
Blew up his carefully constructed narrative.
So, yeah, I mean, that does change things, right? If she's a girlfriend, he's saying, hey, help me buy this house I can't afford. So that is locking her in. Still no, it's got to be frustrating to have this 8-year courtship, even if they're young, even if they met and they've been dating since they were, 14, right? I mean.
Also, OP left out the fact that they already live in this house.
That is interesting.
And so I bet that that OP's family is way more involved in their life, and that he is like, no, babe, that's totally going to change when we own it. And probably not so much the case. Especially if it's one of those things that's like, hey, our parents live next door still, or we're on their property.
Yeah.
I'm with the girlfriend on this one. I think they should totally go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And maybe just see if the family will gift them some extra money to make it a little better for them, so they don't have to start so far down the ladder.
Maybe suggest the family
contribute
sell the
in
house.
Other ways. Yeah.
Well, maybe the family could sell the house for full price and give them $100,000 for a down payment.
Yeah.
That would be awfully nice, right?
That
would be a undetached, supportive thing, as opposed to, hey, we'll give you $100,000 if you do exactly what we say and live exactly where we want you to live. Yeah, that all kind of speaks to...
Pinocchio, you got strings, man.
They got no strings to hold them. Okay, we've got one more to read here from the hallway of Fincon as we are watching people stream out to lunch, which we are not currently eating.
Well, I mean, it's not, quite lunchtime our time.
Oh,
because,
no,
it's 2:30 in the afternoon our time.
Yeah, we kind of skipped.
But we had the most amazing gluten-free breakfast this morning.
Holy cow!
So I'm getting to the point where I'm hungry, but I'm very happy with our start.
So, if there's anyone else in my situation where you are not gluten-free, but your partner's gluten-free, which makes you
shackled to their
gluten-free occasionally. Like when I tell you, I didn't taste like there was sand in my mouth even a little bit.
Yeah, it was moist.
It was so good.
It was great. So if you're in Portland and you're gluten-free, highly recommend the Golden Gems Bakery.
Gem Bakery. Was it Golden Gem or Gem Bakery?
I think it was Golden Gem Bakery.
Okay.
It's right by the convention center.
Yeah, not too far.
They have pretty good coffee too, which I gather is not unexpected in Portland.
Right.
That's right. Cause
I haven't had bad coffee.
The home of soy-free latte kind of coffee.
And honestly, though, since I've really started to just drink black coffee and depend on black coffee, I haven't had bad coffee because coffee is a delightful suspension.
I love that for you. Coffee is gross, bitter bean water. It smells so delightful, and yet you taste it and you're just like, what is this? Why
are we drinking this?
So I need to load it with milk and sugar and flavoring.
So I think the first step is to go to a soy vanilla latte. So you're drinking the 3-bean soup. So you're really embracing the bean of it all.
Yeah.
And then you can evolve to beans, tomatoes, potatoes, you name it. All right. This has been a fun recording here at Fincon. Mm-hmm. It's been a little less comfortable. Hopefully I'll get the audio to a reasonable quality. But if not, sorry, but we'll give it a go. Gwen is taking a picture of us with our H6 Zoom hand recorder. So I'll use that as the the episode icon, so you guys can see the pains we're going through.
But there is something to be said about not sitting next to you at our computers and instead just staring deep into your eyes as we talk, because we're a foot away. It's way more intimate.
It's very intimate. Yeah. It's been a very intimate podcast for the two of us. Hopefully you guys feel like you're inside the circle.
On that note, we will catch you for our next episode. Have a great one, everybody.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Fire Takes podcast. Wanted to remind you that this is an entertainment podcast. Gwen and I, not financial planners, just opinionated. There are many ways to reach us if you just go to firetakespod.com, including email, Instagram, Reddit, YouTube. You can hear more from Gwen at fierymillennials.com. Thanks for joining us. Bye.